from different cultural and social registers in a single composition. So you have that in Stravinsky or whatever. You have the high registers, the registers of high culture. You have the registers of low culture. You have registers of folk culture in a single composition. So that actually allows us over here to create a fusion or an anti-fusion music, which is an exploration of whether it is possible to weave these various registers together in a single piece, rather than this, and thereby arrive at a music which is urban, cosmopolitan, not a music which exists on some other plane of universal brotherhood. I don't quite understand what that plane is. I'm trying to step out of that and arrive at a music which is exploring different registers, but which can also be played in a bar, which can be played in an urban space, and which doesn't exist in that space of mental regeneration, spiritual regeneration, which none of us are very clear about, you know, what that space is.
In a sense that this is a process that makes purists uncomfortable. What would you say to your guru, who you learned classical music from at age 16 and pursued it vigorously enough to have done public performances and released CDs and cassettes of that? What would you say to a guru? Or
my guru, alas, is no longer alive.
But what would you say to him?
What would I have said to him? He was an extremely eclectic man himself. And, well, I mean, all music is a form of fusion. I mean, Indian music is fusion. It's a fusion between Islamic and non-Indian, Arabic, Hindu, various elements. Film music is a great example of fusion. But the element of fusion, that is two unlikes coming together, say in Ina Mina Dika, where swing and rock and roll are being played in a Hindi film song, but played in such a way that you think of it as a Hindi film song, you don't think of it as a Western song. The elements of fusion have become domesticated. This is what happens in all genres as they emerge. The fusion is not, we don't know what fusion is as a genre. That can be a negative thing. It can be a positive thing as well. It can be a genre in which heterogeneity or things breaking apart and always estranging each other is constantly explored. That process of estrangement, where one musical tradition comes into contact with another, which is domesticated in all musical traditions. Fusion ideally can be a platform in which that process is always left open to view. And here the question of purity, impurity doesn't arise, because it's an irrelevance. The question is, are we working towards a genre? Are we inhabiting a genre in which various elements, foreign, what we call foreign, what we call native, are then domesticated so that we are no longer aware of them as foreign and native?
And in a sense are being created, a new genre
is coming to be,
no
or are we aiming towards a constantly experimental, open-ended genre where nothing is ever domesticated? We are always in a process of alienation, and that is what fusion can be.
We'll come right back to the idea of fusion in a moment. You're watching a conversation with the author and musician Amit Chaudhuri. We'll be right back after a short break. Don't go away.